Welcome to the orientation day for our international students at Budapesti Metropolitan University. My name is Balint Bachmann. I'm the rector of the university. It's a pleasure and an honor at the same time to welcome our international students on this occasion. There are minimum two occasions why we can be happy to have you here, this time online. One is that our university is eager to provide high-level programs in four fields of education. It's communication, business, tourism, and the field of arts. And it's an indicator of the quality of our purposes if international students show interest and join us on these programs. On the other hand, I would like to hope that in very short time, those of you who are at this time at home or at home office will be able to join us on campus. And if the worldwide pandemic is over, we can go back to normality in our academic life. Metropolitan University welcomes students from over 100 countries, and the international open-minded atmosphere of our campus is partly provided by you, our international partners, as we used to call our students, since Metropolitan has so-called practice-based what we call my brand education, where our students build their own brand during the studies to be fully aware what's going to happen to them after receiving their diploma and entering the labor market or becoming a professional in the field of your interest and occupation. Again, welcome to all those of you who are already in Budapest, and I hope to see you soon on campus, and I hope that all those of you who are still at your home country will be able to join us soon. Thank you.
Hello, warm welcome at Metropolitan University. My name is Esther Wiesler, and I'm going to talk to you about two things very briefly. One is the university seminar, a seminar which you may actually already see on your schedule, and the other one is the foreign languages, because we have a huge variety of foreign languages that we can offer to you. But first thing first, the university seminar. This is a course that I can grant you is going to be the easiest ever at this university, because this is a support course. So we are not asking you to learn a lot of things or to read a lot of things, but we are here to help you. And this course has been designed for us to be able to help you in the most smooth way possible. So what should you expect from this course? We are going to have two lectures at the beginning, the first 2 weeks, when we are going to pass on information to you. But then we will move on to smaller groups, to seminar sessions, when we can actually discuss these things. But what things? For example, things concerning your immigration-related issues or academic studies or your medical insurance. But then we are also going to have a chance to talk about the culture-related things, maybe the cultural shock you are going through, hopefully not, and some other things as well. Besides these sessions, we are also going to have 2 consultations each term on a one-on-one basis, where you will have a chance to share with us your more personal problems maybe, or feedback on your courses. So this is what the university seminar actually means. Now, in this term, you have been signed up for your courses, your compulsory courses. But starting next term, you will start selecting your optional courses. And language courses are part of these optional or elective courses. Now, there are a lot of language courses that we can offer to you, and here are few just to mention as an appetizer, let's put it this way. First of all, there are in English courses, which means that you can study a foreign language, Japanese, Chinese or Swedish, but the language of instruction is going to be English, so every one of you can actually take the opportunity to learn an exotic language. Of course, if you're a native speaker of Japanese, don't take Japanese, but I think that goes without saying. But you might be interested in learning Hungarian. Others may think that, okay, this is absolutely unnecessary because there are only a few million people speaking Hungarian. Well, it may be true, but as long as you are on campus, everybody will speak English. You will not have a problem. But then you have to go to the corner shop or to the post office, and trust me, Hungarian, just knowing a few words will be a lifesaver. So I really, really recommend you to take Hungarian. If you're struggling with English, we have a few courses to offer. If you're struggling with writing, which can be a really difficult thing to do with assignments and then later on with your thesis, then there is the academic writing course. And if you would just like to sharpen your English skills, then there is the English Skills Development or Advanced English course. And of course, we also run some language preparatory courses, for example, TOEIC, which is an internationally renowned and recognized exam. And you can also take the exam itself on campus. And apart from all these courses, we try to entertain you with some extracurricular programs as well, such as Culture Shock series or the walking tours. More information is going to come your way very soon into your email boxes, or you can find additional information on Facebook. But should you have any questions, I'm also here and I'm happy to help you with information. So thank you very much for your attention and see you soon.
Hello and welcome everyone at Budapesti Metropolitan University. My name is Brigitta Szaniszló. I'm the legal expert of the Metropolitan University on immigration issues. I'm going to talk about your rights and obligations during your stay in Hungary. For being able to understand the different rules for different groups of foreigners, first we have to know what is a foreigner means according to the acts and laws on immigration in Hungary. First, let's see the definition. Third country nationals for all those who are not Hungarian citizens and the stateless people. We also have an exceptions. These are the foreigners with the right of free movement and residence, because maybe you know, and hope you do, Hungary is a member state of the European Union and the Schengen zone. We have two main groups in foreigners. One group is the third country nationals, and the other are the EU citizens and those who are having the rights of free movement. In the group of third country nationals, we also have two groups. One group is for those who are able to enter the Schengen zone without a previously obtained visa. They are the so-called visa-required countries. Everyone who is able to, who are not able to enter the Schengen zone without a visa have to obtain a so-called D-type visa before entering and starting the studies in Hungary. This D-type visa is only valid for entering to Hungary and the Schengen zone, and valid only for 30 days from the first entrance. This D-type visa a bit tricky because having two validation dates. One is for 1 year, which is started from the issue of this visa, but have a second validity, which starts from the first entry and only valid for 30 days, and this 30 days used for picking up the residence permit, which is already ready, printed and done at the Hungarian Immigration Office. It's very important to know that from 23rd of January this year, the visa fees highly increased, and the previous 30 euros visa fee increased to 110 euros. Right after you entered with your D-type visa into the Schengen zone and Hungary, you have 30 days to go to the immigration office, the third branch, which is situated at Szegedi Street, and pick up your residence permit. You can go there without an appointment, but you can book an appointment at the official website of the Office for Immigration. You have to have your passport with the visa in your passport and the filled form with you, a photo. Some of you, but not everyone, so do not scare. Some of you get a photo with the stamp on the back side made by the Hungarian consul at the embassy. But if you don't have this stamped photo, feel free to take another one, passport size photo with you. And you have to submit your address registering form signed by the hostel or the owner of the flat. And sometimes the office asks you to submit further documents, but it's not common, but sometimes happens. Even if you get any kind of request from the immigration office, collect the missing documents and go back to the immigration office. Let's see the other group of third country nationals. They are the so-called visa-free countries. They are able to enter the Schengen zone and Hungary without a visa, and they are entitled to stay for 90 days from the first entrance within a period of 180 days. They are also highly asked to start the residence permit application as soon as possible, but in 30 days, for being able to get the residence permit before this visa-free period ends. What and how to do even if you are a visa-free citizen. You have to go to the immigration office to start your residence permit application. You have to use the same branch, the fifth branch, sorry, but it's situated the same place. You have to go there in person, but you can book an appointment. You can go there without an appointment. You have to have your passport with you, a photo. You have to pay the visa fee. It's really important that in case if you start from the very beginning your residence permit application at the Hungarian immigration office and submit your first application in person, you have to pay visa fee 39,000 Hungarian forints. Even if you are able to use the Enter Hungary system of the immigration office and start your application online, uploading all the required documents, and start your application online, you only have to go to the immigration office for photo and fingerprint, and in that case you only need to pay 24,000 Hungarian forints. The extension process has two visa fee also. In case if you go to the immigration office in person, you have to pay 35,000 Hungarian forints. Even if you are using the Enter Hungary system, you only need to pay 23,000 Hungarian forints. Let's see the annexes. You have to have your forms filled. You have to submit your final acceptance letter and the document certifying your English skills. You have to prove your financial conditions, so you have to submit your bank account statements, 3 to 6 months bank statement report. You have to prove your accommodation, for example, submit your hostel agreement or a leasing agreement and the signed and filled accommodation reporting form. You have to prove that you have a health insurance, for example, with the Metropolitan University's insurance bond and the proof of payment, so that you already paid the insurance fee. Let's see the other main group of foreigners. They are the EEA countries, not only the EU citizens, but also the countries of Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Switzerland. They are entitled to stay for 90 days from the first entrance, And they also highly required to start the residence permit procedure in 30 days. They need to apply for a so-called registry card. You can submit this application in person at the Hungarian Immigration Office, or you can use the Enter Hungary system to start your application online and upload the required documents. Even if you use the Enter Hungary system or go to the Immigration Office in person, you only have to pay 1,000 Hungarian forints. And even if you have all the required documents and everything fits to the laws, you can get your registry card immediately, so you do not have to wait and go back to the Immigration Office. You also have to have your passport or your ID with you and a photo, a passport-sized photo. You have to have your form filled. You have to submit your final acceptance letter, of course the financial documents, proving your accommodation and the health insurance, but in that case you can prove your health insurance with the EU health insurance card as well. Let's see the documents required to attach to the residence permit application. Third country nationals can submit and prove the financial conditions with their own bank account statement, the current balance statement, and the 3 to 6 months report. You can use your foreign bank account as well. But you can submit your sponsor documents. Even if you have a sponsor, only a parent and the spouse can be a sponsor. You have to submit all the financial documents of your sponsor proving that he is able to cover all the financial means arising your Hungarian stay. You have to know that in the acts and laws there's no fixed amount in which you have the residence permit is granted for you, which means that the Office of Immigration based their decision on their opinion, so they can examine all the circumstances, whether the financial means are able to cover all the expenses arising during your stay. Even if you have a scholarship, you can prove your financial background with a scholarship certificate. As I previously mentioned, with money on your bank account, you can prove that your sponsor, your parents are sending regularly money to your account. And even if you have a sponsor, every time you have to prove the relationship between you and the sponsor of yours. The Hungarian accommodation, you can prove your accommodation with a student hostel certificate or with a rental agreement or just a declaration of the owner of the flat or the house that you are allowed to stay this accommodation without any charge. Really important that the Office of Immigration has the right to check you at your Hungarian residence. So highly appreciated and absolutely ask you to report your address changing to the Immigration Office. The Act says that you only have 3 days to report your new address to the Immigration Office. Even if the Immigration Office checks you and not able to find you the previously reported address, they can withdraw your residence permit without your knowledge, and you can be shocked at the border once you try to enter to Hungary or the Schengen zone and you are refused to enter. Refusal. It's very important that sometimes it happens that your application is refused. Let's see some common reasons. For example, fake documents. I think no words needed. Even if you use fake documents, it's not a surprise that your residence permit is going to be refused. Missing documents. Anytime you go to the Immigration Office and submit documents, even if you go there in person or using the Enter Hungary system, you will get 2 checklists. One checklist with the submitted and accepted documents, and the other checklist with the missing documents. Even if you get a missing documents list, you will get a deadline. If you are not able to collect all the documents before the deadline and submit to the immigration office, you have to go to the immigration office or just send them an email or something else to ask to prolong the deadline. Even if you don't ask the immigration office to prolong the deadline and you don't submit anything from the missing documents, they will refuse your residence permit application. Not enough financial sources. It's absolutely based on the immigration office, but we can say that 500 euros a month usually enough to prove your financial background. Not valid address, it's controlled by the office. This is what I previously told you. New rules for the extension process. It's really important that in case if you prolong your residence permit, the office will ask you to submit the documents from the university to prove that you attended all the classes and you've earned enough credits and you absolutely meet the requirements of the university. Even if you are not able to submit these documents, you can get a refusal. And not sufficient academic progress, it's the same. So even if you pass your semester or fail to do the exams, you can have a refusal. Which is very important is the fee of the appeal. So even if you get a refusal, you have the right to submit an appeal, but from 23rd of January this year, the appeal fee highly increased from the previously 5,500 forints, increased to 47,000 Hungarian forints. So it's absolutely your responsibility to submit the documents as the immigration office asks you to. Enter Hungary system. So just let's talk about some words about the Enter Hungary system. This is the official system of the immigration office for starting residence permit procedures. Not everyone can use this Enter Hungary system. For example, those third country nationals who are not able to enter the country without a visa, so they are the visa required countries, not able to start their first residence permit application through Enter Hungary system. They have to use the Hungarian embassy for this purpose. But for the extension process, the Enter Hungary system is available for them also. But the visa, non-visa required, so the visa-free countries can start the residence permit application with the Enter Hungary system. As I told you, these are the different visa fees using the Enter Hungary system. Not easy to use, but highly recommended. Thank you for your attention, and even if you have any question, feel free to write to the International Department, and we are ready to answer all of your questions.
Hello everyone, I'm Bernadette Becsei.
My name is Tima Kapuscinski.
And we are happy to welcome you from the Career Center. We know that you have a ton of information to process, so we are going to keep this one short. You are going to meet with us quite a few times during your studies, from your first Start My Brand training until your final exam. You are going to meet with us at the My Skills trainings and at the My Brand workshops. We are here basically to help you build your portfolio and your professional brand. And you are going to start this journey on this career and portfolio building site, which is METU.jobs@metropolitan.edu. And you have to start this journey here with us. Please save this link. And
if you are going to have questions regarding trainings, internship,
student job career events, don't hesitate to contact us.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
So we organized a welcome day, and the main part of the welcome day was treasure hunt. So basically the concept of this game is to fulfill the tasks at different destinations. So it's like a little fun event for us.
And the whole purpose of the event was to create an opportunity for all of the freshman students to get to come out of the apartments and their dormitories, get to see each other, and get to see the city a little bit and learn something also about the city.
So the process itself, like the main part is to find the destinations and to put all destinations into the map. And so the most difficult part is tasks. So you need to think about all tasks like for different teams, and they should be the same.
I liked how we performed as a team, which was something great. Got a chance to meet my classmates and the other did put all of our minds and the logics together to solve all the tasks on time. We did run a lot though.
Because we tried to run like to the locations, we tried to be super fast to come to be the winners, and we became the winners. We won this whole thing, which I am super happy about, and we got our prizes.
The best thing would definitely be winning, but overall getting to meet more people from the university, and in this times, it's a great way to have socially distanced interactions, because we're not doing the same thing, but we're working towards the same goal. So in a way it was great, you know, it was amazing. This was one of the things that I loved about METU right from the start. It was the fact that it's a very diverse demographic. There's not a lot of people, it's not stagnant. There's diversity of culture, there's diversity of tradition, of ideas, opinions and thoughts. So it's just, the people over here are amazing to meet and talk to and to have friendships with, to cherish them.
So there are several good things. The first one, I think the drive of the students, that they were very excited to win, to participate. The second one is food, for sure.
Having some food at the end is a nice, when you rest, to refresh yourself, and as a wind down to the whole event, I think it was a nice way to catch up with other people and just to talk with them and meet them.
It was challenging, especially because the weather was quite windy, and it made a lot of fun moments. But later everybody could do it, so we arrived to the same spot at the end, and yeah, later we received a great prize. And I think everybody likes donuts, so.
Fun fact, I don't like donuts usually, I am not a fan of those, but I tried one here and I really liked it, so maybe it's a new start for me. Maybe I'll be a huge donuts fan now.
I really liked it, and I especially want to thank you for organizing this and all the event leaders. I believe if next time such things happens, definitely I'm joining in, and I like this very much.
I hope there are going to be more events like that. I hope the situation is going to be better and we can do more different stuffs. But I still think that our program and our university can manage a lot of things to entertain our students.
Dear students, welcome to Metropolitan University. I'm the Student Experience Manager, and I would like to introduce you to some of our programs that you can use here. One of is the student clubs. The student clubs is about any activity that you like doing. Actually, if you would like to join one of our student clubs, you can just come to our club choosing event, and you can join any existing clubs. But if you have a good idea or you would like to form your own club, this is also possible, and then you can just come and you can introduce your idea and others will join you, and we will help you create whatever activities you would like to do. There are current clubs like photography club, filmmaking club, film watching club, music club, and so on. And if you have any other idea, just like I mentioned, you can also introduce your own club. We also have sports opportunities. We always ask you what kind of sports you would like to do. This is how we started this program. And then we introduced different kinds of sports trainings for you. And you can choose from, for example, football, volleyball, basketball, dance, pole dance, karate, running, or yoga. And there will be probably some more sports as well. Those are all free. All you need to do is to sign up at a registration scene in CoSpace, and you can enjoy these sports activities. We also have a mentor program. This is specifically for newcomers at Metropolitan University. So if this is the first semester for anyone, they can join this program. You just need to apply through a Google form, and then one of our mentors will contact you. Those mentors are also students, but they have a little bit more experience than you, and they will help you with any questions, for example, academic questions, administrative questions, and also we are building a community here. So it's not just about helping, but we are organizing some events for you, and we do some games together and things like that. So these are the programs that we are offering you as experiences, as student experiences with us. You will get also this presentation, and clicking on the links you can find out more information about each of these programs. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am Kitty from the Student Information Center, and I will introduce the Student Information Center. So first of all, who are we, and what kind of issues can you ask from us? So if you have any questions during your studies and about your studies, feel free to contact with us. And for example, if you need any information about your course registration, exam registration, or final exam, dormitory, and so on. And also, if you need any certificate or financial question, you also can contact with us. And the question, how you can contact with us, the answer you can see on the slide. We have two different offices on the Rózsa Street campus and also our main campus on the Nagy Lajos Street campus. And you can see the opening hours on the slide as well. It is really important that before you come to our offices, you need to book an appointment. You can find the link for the booking also on the slide. And it's really important that because of the virus situation, our personal administration now is decreased. So there is only 3 opportunities and topics when can you find us personally. Also, you can contact with us on phone and email as well, and I suggest you to use these platforms. You can find our opening hours, our phone service on the slide, and also you can find a telephone number as well. And you can write us an email through our student question form. Just click on the link and fill the form, and you will receive an answer within 2 working days. And what kind of administration can be arranged in person? You can come to our office for student card applications and student card administration. Also, if you need any certification in a hard copy, you can pick it up in our offices. And any document presentation, for example, after you arrived to Hungary and you received your visa and your residence permit, you need to present it in our office. So please book an appointment and come to our office to present these documents. And after the study period, the most important part for you during your studies will be the exam registration period and the exam period. You can find the deadlines and the dates on the slide, and don't worry about it because you will get messages and guides from us in email. So please always read the guides and always follow the steps in it. Also, if you are a full-time student, you will need a student card during your studies because you can use the public transport with discount if you have a student card. So I suggest you to apply for the student card. So after you arrive to Hungary, please go to the governmental office and ask an NEK datasheet. And after that, you will be able to start your application for the student card in the Neptune system. So if you have any question, do not forget you can contact with us about the student card as well. Important dates and deadlines. You can find every important dates and deadlines in the academic calendar on the CoSpace. You can find the way for the CoSpace on the slide as well. Please always check your Neptune messages because we will send you many messages about the dates and deadlines in due times. And the recommended curriculum also can be found on the CoSpace system. And please always read and follow your recommended curriculum because your studies will be easier if you follow your recommended curriculum. And the examination versus final examination, this is the definition that have to be explained. The final exam is the very last exam at the end of your studies, and the examination part there will be every semester there will be an exam period where you need to do your exams. There are rules and regulations which you need to follow during your studies. Please read the rules and regulations which can be found on the Metropolitan website and follow them because it also will be easier for you if you know the rules and regulations for you. There is some example for the termination of your student status, which also can be found in the student requirement system. So please read them and follow them, and you won't have any problems if you follow the rules. And the last one, you can find on the slide the gradings in Hungary. Please follow your studies and please do your best because in Hungary there is 5 scales for the grading system and the number 5 is the best one. And if you have a number 5 for your exams, it means that you will fail. So please do your best and try your best. Try to do a 5 for every exams and courses. Thank you for the attention.
Hello everyone, my name is Orsi and I work with the Student Information Center. Today I would like to talk about the health insurance, which might be important for you. If you have Medicover, then that's something that I will share in more detail. METU's health insurance policy is to have a valid health insurance. This is not only important for the enrollment to the university, but it's important to gain your residence permit and then later on to renew your residence permit. It's important to note that if you have Medicover, then you will have to pay each semester. So it's one semester, 150 euros. If you do not have Medicover, then this does not apply to you. We can guide you with the Medicover process only. So regarding Medicover, I'd like to highlight some important information. If you can see, there is mentioned Medicover health insurance related request, which can be found in the Neptune system. Of course, we can help you with that. If any change happens regarding your student status, such as you go to the Erasmus mobility or any other major change in your academic studies, then please notify us and we can guide you on the process. I'd like to also mention that you are able to rejoin Medicover in certain cases, and we do have a detailed guide available in CoSpace. If you go to Documents, Information for Students, and Studies and Medicover, we have prepared a guide for you, so I will not mention all of these details. I'd like to share some information regarding the Medicover health insurance. Medicover is one of the biggest private health insurance companies in Hungary, and they have 3 locations in Budapest. They do have English-speaking doctors and specialists to help you out, and they do have acute emergency dental care included in the package that you have paid for. It's important to note, like I said before, that this package that you pay for is only for 1 semester, and you will have to renew each semester. So if you can see, it's important to note that the emergency hotline in Hungary is 112. If anything happens really, which calls for emergency care, then don't hesitate to call this number and not Medicover. Only in these cases they cannot help you out, but every other case, make sure to book an appointment with Medicover. You can see the normal appointment booking phone number and availability, and you can see an emergency hotline there, which is always available for you to call. Keep in mind that the dental care is included in your package, but please note that it's, you have to pay on the spot, and there is a free reclaim process that you will have to do in order to refund the amount that you have paid on the spot. Please see that the maximum coverage is 60,000 forints per semester and 40,000 per tooth. It's important to note that you have to contact the SIC office in order to have the fee reclaim form, and please note that it's emergency acute dental care. So for example, for teeth whitening, it does not apply. Regarding the free reclaim process, if you went, for example, to a state hospital or you need the fee reclaim for the dental care, then you will have to follow some important points. The first one is that you will have to save the copies of the medical documents that you have received. You do not have to keep the originals, send the originals to the office, but the copies are important. The original invoice is important. The invoice is where your name is seen. And then you will have to contact our office to receive the fee reclaim form, and then you will be able to post the necessary documents to the Medicover office. Thank you so much for your attention. You will always be able to contact the Student Information Center for further questions.
Hello, I'm Nataja Piashvili. I'm from International Academic Relations Office, and I'm Student Success Developer and partially involved in the Erasmus mobility. So today I'm gonna introduce to you what is Erasmus and what is all this about. So if you are not familiar with an Erasmus exchange program, we are here to introduce more about this program, which is about possibility for students for studying or doing internship abroad in other universities or other organizations. What is this Erasmus about? So it is a possibility to share your experience with other students, learn new language, explore new cultures, expand your studies, and see sightseeing from the beyond the METU. So our incoming students who are currently at METU, and they will start their semester soon. From the next week, they will share their experiences better by the end of the semester. So this is the type of the mobilities that Erasmus offers to the students, and throughout the semester we have several introductory meetings about each of these types. This is study mobility, trainship, or trainship after the graduation. For each of them we have several characteristics, so before you decide to apply, you can check this table and see what are the possibilities for you. And I will mention here that we have more than 200 partners all around the Europe and beyond the Europe, so you can really find the best match for yourself. So besides that, I want to address our guest students who will come, as I mentioned, who will come here for spring semester, for 1 semester, and they will study at METU. These are international students from Erasmus and beyond the Erasmus mobility programs, and I want to warn them and remind them that there are some important documents that is important that you will do throughout the semester. This is learning mobility, and at this point it's already important for you to do during mobility learning agreement or a bit later after mobility. Another, what is currently very important, is certificate of attendance, which will state your arrival date and so your start mobility date at Budapesti Metropolitan University, which is important for your sending institution, for your scholarship and the grant. So please make appointment on this email, and I will prepare this document for you and we can share. And of course, I want to highlight here that don't miss important dates on the academic calendar, because there are some important dates coming from the next week. So check it and please check your email inbox, because we are sending some important details about the dates throughout the semester. And now a bit exciting information for you. From the next week, we will start new initiative for the international, and not only for international students as co-partners, and we want to create working groups for the Erasmus and international students, where they will have to apply for the form. They will have to generate the ideas for their society and students' unions and plan the project, how it should be implemented. And there is the implementation phase, and then we have to share the results and what was your project about. From the next week, we will share all the details about these applications. And last but not least, I also want to inform you about the idea competition, which will be also launched, but will launched soon by the Erasmus office. So stay up to date. If you need any information from us, you can always address us through our emails from the website into the Erasmus part. So thank you for your attention, and I wish you a successful semester ahead.
Hello, my name is David, and I'm also working at the Student Information Center, and I would like to tell you some information about the dormitories. So let's check our site. So the informations will be useful mostly for the dormitory tenants, but the other students as well may hear some news that would be important for them. So first, we have two dormitories. Two contracted partners. One is the Novain dormitory that is really close to the main campus, the Nagy Lajos campus, only 200 meters away. And this is a smaller building, and we have another partner is the CEU, the Central European Universities dormitory. This is the CEU Residence Center. This is a bigger building, over 400 places are there. So these are the two partners, accommodation provider partners of the Metropolitan University. There are some important rules, and let's start with those. First is that the smoking is strictly forbidden in both dormitories. There are smoke designated areas outside of the buildings, but inside the buildings the smoking is strictly forbidden. Another rule is that it is strictly forbidden to make loud noises after 10 p.m. Of course, we understand that you are young people and like to do some parties, maybe in Budapest, but please always respect each other and let the others to take rest and study, of course. So this is also an important rule. Let's move to the payment. You already paid your first month fee and the 750 euro deposit to the dormitory, but later on, do not pay your dormitory rental fee to the university. Always pay it to your landlord. I mean, from now it's February, from March, please always pay the rental fee directly to your landlord or landlady. In the Novain, usually on Tuesdays afternoon, you can do it, and in the CEU Residence Center, you can do it anytime at the reception. Another point is, for residence permit, you will need the signed rental contract and also the signed so-called address card to present at the immigration office, and these documents can be collected also from the landlord or the landlady. Next one, students who wish to stay in the dormitory for the next semester, 2022 fall semester, it begins from September, they will be asked to renew their contract in May in May, because we will need to calculate the numbers for the next semester. So if you're going to live in the dormitory from September as well, we are going to ask you in May that please provide us some information, and if you wish to stay, then we are also going to ask you to sign the new contract as well. And next point is keeping the rooms clean is always very important, but now in these COVID times it's even more important. So please pay special attention on the cleanliness of the rooms. Thank you very much about it. And last part of my presentation is the contact informations. As I told in the beginning, I'm also working at the Student Information Center, so if you need any information on the dormitories, please use the Ask Seek formula, or you can contact the landladies. The Novain landlady is Maria Polik. You can find the address of her there, and at the CEU Residence Center is Kristina Urban, and you can also find the email address of her as well. And that was all from me about the dormitories. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you soon.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings, but now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Delma. I'm from METU's marketing team, and I'm going to talk about a very exciting opportunity, the Student Ambassador program that we have. So I would like to start with the words of our student, not mine. So this is Rimsha, our ambassador of this year, and she says that the ambassador program is the best program offered by METU because you can meet different people from different cultures and languages, you can work together with them, and you can gain a lot of self-confidence and get your creative ideas appreciated. So the ambassador program is about representing your field of major and your specialization, and to introduce METU and your field of studies to other students and those facing a career choice. So what does an ambassador do? There are lots of exciting things that you can do as an ambassador. First of all, you will participate in a video and photo shooting together with the other ambassadors. It's a very exciting professional thing that you can experience. And you can also take part in university events and talk about your major. And you can also create visual and written content for the university. And you can get a lot of creative freedom. So this is very exciting. And you can share your experiences with other students who want to study at METU. So what you get from the ambassador program is a very amazing team of other students, and you can also work together with professional staff at METU. And you can get free trainings, which is also a very great opportunity to develop your professional and personal skills. And you can also gain experience, which can be put in your CV, and it looks very nice when you start your career. And you can get valuable gifts as rewards at the end of the year. So I think it's a very good opportunity to make some friends and also to gain some experience professionally as well. So if you want to become an ambassador at METU, all you need to do is follow us on social media, and we will share all the information so you can apply in spring and summer for the next year if you're interested. So on the next slide, you can see our social media channels that we use. You can just read the QR code, and you can search for us on Instagram and Facebook. And also, if you're an international student coming from China, then you can find us on Chinese social media as well. So feel free to follow us. We also have a WeChat group just for you Chinese students, so join to make some new friends.
That was it from me. Thank you for your attention.